Peter Bull, Molly Sugden, Bill Tidy, Gillis Watling, Paul Daniels, Alexander Bastido, and here's your host on, Terry Wogan.
Oh, come now. Anyway, you're all very welcome. Thank you. Welcome to Blankety Blank, another edition of our jolly little show. You've already seen our merry band of pranksters over there.
Hello, Terry.
Hello, Bill. Bill's done it before. Why is he back again? Don't it? Let's meet our two contestants. We'll, first of all, you, sir, because we always talk to the man who's nearest me. What's your name?
George.
George?
Ferguson.
Where are you from, George?
Fleet in Hampshire.
Ah, you're not Scots. Do I detect a Scots burr?
You do indeed.
Yeah.
I belong to Scotland. I'm living in Fleet just now.
Oh, I see. And a nice place, too. Who's that beside you?
Ruth Claus.
Hello, Ruth.
Hello.
Where are you from?
I'm from Stockport.
Yeah, you're not married or anything foolish like
no,
that.
Nothing like that.
We're all jolly glad about that, I can tell you. This blankety blank. We ask a contestant a question. There's a blank missing from the sentence. I ask the celebrities to write it down. When their answers match with the contestant, it's a point to the contestant. We play 2 rounds, then we have a super match. And then it gets tremendously exciting. Now, we always flip a coin before we start the game, or before you come out. And in fact, you won that, didn't you, love?
Yes.
Okay, what would you like, A or B?
A, please.
A. Very good. It's A for Ruth. My wife said, thinking, always thinking, the fine brain's going. Yes.
Thinking.
I think I can hear you. My wife said, I think my new vacuum cleaner is too powerful. When I opened up the bag to clean it, I got the surprise of my life. The blank was inside. Ruth. Chaps and girls. My wife said, I think my new vacuum cleaner is too powerful. When I opened up the bag to clean it, I got the surprise of my life. The blank was inside. Right, lights on as soon as you think you have it. Okay, Bill's got his light up. Ah, smart. Molly, Peter, Paul, Dillis. My wife said, and this is the way my wife talks, I think my new vacuum cleaner is too powerful. When I opened up the bag to clean it, I got the surprise of my life. The blank was inside.
Carpet.
The carpet was inside. Ruth, keen thinking. Moving with one bound and banging into the scenery. And Peter Bull, how are your teddy bears?
They're very, very well indeed, actually, because I've just brought one of them to give me a little help. Give me just a tiny bit of help,
yeah. What's his name?
His name is Theodore. He's been with me, bear and cub, for 40 years.
And aren't you producing something called Theodore at the moment?
I did. No, but what I think he's made rather a mistake, I think.
Silly little bear.
Because he said what she found in was the husband.
Ah, Molly Sugden. Everywhere.
Well,
Tell me, just are you free?
No, but I'm not very expensive. No, had it been Mrs. Slocum, she would have said, my pussy. Wasn't fair, and I put the hearthrug.
The hearthrug, is that the carpet? What did the cleaner say? One to Ruth.
I'm a little let down because I had imagined that the old man was inside, but I settled finally and mistakenly, I'm afraid, for the cat.
The cat. It could happen, you see. That powerful would be the vacuum cleaner, little Dillis Watling. You shall go to the ball. You're doing all that at the moment, aren't you?
I am, yes. I'm playing Principal Boy at the moment. Played him. I'm very butch as well. A lot of thigh slapping goes on.
Aren't you? Oh, really?
You can slap my thighs if you want.
Oi, oi.
Well, I mean, it seemed fairly obvious to me because I thought that's what you use a vacuum cleaner for carpet, so I put carpet.
Smart. Who's a clever little Dillis? Oh.
It's Al Capone. Sorry, I apologize.
This is...
Stop! I hunted for weeks for one of these. I didn't know what it was, and I found out it's an insulated nose picker. It can't possibly hurt.
This is Paul Daniels. You like him?
Not a lot.
You like him? Would you mind giving us an answer after all that?
Of course, sir. Of course, of course. I wrote down husband, and then to make it doubly wrong, I wrote the cat.
Yes, we had the cat from Bill Tidy as well. Alexandra Bastido. Marvellous in the Aphrodite inheritance. Nice to see you on the programme.
He's waving his wand.
Well, I hope it's his wand he's waving. It looks like his wand.
Well, I was very unintelligent. I didn't get that at all.
His brush, well, it could happen. Brush, yes, but not right. 2 for you, Ruth, for the carpet. George, you got 2 to do here. Have you heard about the new car for practical jokers? Instead of seats, the car has blanks. Have you heard about the new car for practical jokers? Instead of seats, the car has blanks. You're all playing in this. Gillis has a light in her window. Alexandra. Billy. Molly. Everybody's ready in our celebrities, and that doesn't often happen, George. The new car for practical jokers. Instead of seats, the car has...
Trapdoors?
Trapdoors. Oh. Trapdoors.
Like that.
We scour the country for them, you know. Peter Bull.
Well, I just simply thought they might have beds, but then Theodore said that they would have water beds.
I think you ought to do something about Theodore.
You think he's all wrong?
Well, with him being a practical joker, you know, all those things, I thought it might be whoopee cushions.
Ah, you see, that's not bad. Whoopee cushions. Trapdoors, however, is what we're looking for. Not at all, Mom. Bill.
Now, we're back on tautology because I got holes which could be called trapdoors. Tautology?
Certainly. I don't... Yes! They're going to call it trapdoors. Okay. Dillis Watling.
Well, Terry, I thought if it was something to do with practical jokers, it was something sort of joking. I'm not very good at jokes, so I put buckets.
And
Seats, you
buckets
know.
to
Sorry,
you.
George.
Buckets, indeed.
Bucket seats, that was a very
seats,
good
that
one.
was a-
I'll be the judge of what's a very good one
Don't you
here.
start picking on my chick. Coming around in a flash suit.
Are you his chick?
Well, I'm not answering that, Terry.
Well, I should think not after
I wasn't before,
after
but-
what was said between you and I before the programme.
She didn't slap your thigh.
That's true.
Highly sprung settees, it's right.
Highly sprung settees. Alexandra Bastido.
I have just bought a French car, and I thought of collapsible beds, but instead I came up with ejectors.
It's the accent.
You'll feel the kiss of my gold steel if you're not careful.
It's an Irish loud-hailer.
A broken man, he returned centre stage. George, as you will readily see, that's the kind of eagetiness you have to put up with. So, you're 1 behind after the first round. I'll go to you again and smartly turn the thing around. Look at that,
I'll have A this time.
And so you shall, if I'm any judge. I'm getting a little concerned about my accountant. He just hired a blank to balance my books. I'm getting a little concerned about my accountant. He just hired a blank to balance my books. And I should tell you, in this, Bill, you're not taking part. Thank heaven, because you're the only one to match up with George in round 1. Think about that now. There is a ready answer to that. I don't think that's very difficult. The accountant. I'm getting a bit worried about him. He just hired a blank to balance my books. Molly, Peter, Dillis, you ready?
Oh, yes. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm a bit thick, Terry.
Balance is the operative word there.
Yeah. A tightrope walker.
A tightrope walker. Smash an answer. Well done, George. That's good. It's good, you see. Balance. Peter Bull, you're looking indomitable.
I'll tell you for what I first thought, because I'm rather into astrology, I thought he probably hired a Libran. I'm frankly sorry, but on second thoughts, I thought it might be a juggler.
Juggler, you see, you had the old circus motif going, but unfortunately it's
I'm very sorry.
a tightrope walker. Not at all, Peter.
Oh, no,
Well, the circus motif went on with me because I put a seal.
Yes, you see, it would. George, keep going. Dillis,
A scale.
a scale.
Pathetic. Sorry, George.
That's one woman not bothered by the circus motif. Paul.
It has just occurred to me
Oh, yeah, wonderful.
that if he's Peter and I'm Paul, that makes you Mary. That's my answer. Well, you still love me when you're old and grey. No, my answer's twice as good as her. In the absence of blue tidy, I did a pair of scales.
A pair of scales, and much good it did you, George. You've got a score on this one.
Well, you made me think of my accountant who's Irish, and I thought that he might have used...
A leprechaun. Well, that means that, Ruth, you've carried it off by 2-1 because there's no way that George could have caught you, and there's no point in you going on to round 2, so I'll ask you to come out and join me, and nothing I will enjoy more. George, you've been an excellent competitor, and I do thank you for taking part, and I hope you'll look at the Blankety Blank checkbook, chased in silver, that we're going to give you occasionally, and have a smile to yourself. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Okay, we've arrived at Super Match, which, as you should know by now,
Ruth.
is we go to...
Ruth! Ruth, I'll find one. Don't worry, Ruth.
You never mind him, Ruth. We'll get on with this. Super Match. Now, let me explain the Super Match. You probably know already. We go among a studio audience, give them a blankety-blank question. They give us their 3 most likely answers, and there they are in ascending order of popularity. For 50 blanks, 100 blanks, and 150 blanks, and they're all worth these smashing prizes. Now, Ruth, let's see what you have to do to win some of these prizes. Let's pull back that first screen. It's 3 blank. Now, it can be a couple of words as well as one. You know, it needn't be just 3 something. It can be 3 something, 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 or whatever. Now, who'd you like to help you?
Molly.
Molly Sugden, 3...
Blind mice.
Yes, I would have said that. 3 blind mice. Who else?
Phyllis.
Dillis Watling.
3 of a kind.
3 of a kind. And
Alexandra.
Alexandra.
3-penny piece.
3-penny piece, yes. Good. Okay.
They're all wrong.
Well, that's his maybe. That's his maybe.
A load of rubbish. That poor lass is standing there with being clutched to you, and given a choice like that's disgusting.
Luckily, I'm not enjoying it. Now, look.
May the Lord forgive you and cause his fib. Would you not tell fibs like that when you're standing so close? Because the Lord is now pretty old. If he suddenly sent down a thunder flash, he might just miss you and hit me. I don't want to die because of your lies.
If I go, you're coming with me. All right. Do you accept any of their advice or not?
Yes.
I'll give it to you again. Molly said 3 blind mice. Stilla said 3 of a kind. Alexandra said 3-penny piece. What do you think?
3 blind mice.
3 blind mice. I think I'd be inclined to agree with you. We'll see. For 50 blanks, then, let's see. 3 bears. For 100 blanks, 3 little pigs. Nurse, the last screen. Molly Sugden, she was the one who helped you. Well done, Ruth, and you had the good sense to pick it, and you win for 150 blanks a sewing machine. Are you a needlewoman?
Well, I will be now.
Certainly you better be, but you may come back with that 150 blanks and play our head-to-head. We'll see. Thanks, Ruth.
Thank you.
Perhaps see you later. All right, we're ready to meet our next 2 contestants, and I think I'm right in saying when the coin was hurled into the air, it came down on your call. And we'll first ask you, sir, what's your name?
Alfred Fitzgerald.
Hello, Alfred. Where are you from?
Fulham.
Fulham. Good. You follow Fulham?
Sometimes.
Yes.
When I win.
When you feel like being a masochist. And what's your name?
Monica McCormick.
Monica, where are you from?
Barnet in Hertfordshire.
Ah, well, good. It's nice to have you here. Have you got a family?
Yes.
Yeah. Grown-up family.